a little bit. Um, it's my too late. I'm just checking my headset. It's too late, Sam.
That one is.
Just doing a bit of maintenance here at the moment. Have to hear myself. Afternoon.
On there.
Yes. So anyway, and so can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. So how is it, everybody? Good evening. It's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. So we're waiting for Aaron Smith. So, Aaron, Ron, and did you have a link?
Got a link, yeah.
Yes, that's what I can do. So we're just waiting for Aaron. I hope everybody is okay. Don't forget, guys, in the right hand side, leave me a comment, tell me about it. Just what's everybody been up to today? I hope you will be well and good. Really good.
Is it there now?
I don't know. It's always one person and
Good. How are you doing, bud?
you all right, bud?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there.
Are you?
There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm all good.
How you been going then? How's what's been up? What you been up to?
Not a whole lot lately. Just trying to hang in there. We still haven't got all our stuff figured out here in Appleton and Wisconsin where I'm at. So I'm just hanging tight, really.
Yeah, it's so difficult with this what's going on at the moment, isn't it?
It really is. It really is hard because you want to see like, okay, we're gonna get there, but it seems like we're reaching for something we can't grab yet.
Yeah, my audience are saying, when is it possible we can hear you sing?
And I keep thinking, when is it going to get better so we can see our friends again too?
Yeah, yeah, okay. So
What's it like over by you? Are you guys back on a lockdown or?
yeah, we're on lockdown at the moment. So yeah, everything's good over here. Um, so yeah, we're just on lockdown, which is a bit crazy at the moment. So, but
Do they? How long are you guys gonna be, or don't they know yet?
we ain't got a clue.
No. Okay.
We ain't got a clue.
Sure.
So,
Same
um,
here. You know, we're sort of open, but you know, the restaurants and establishments are at like 10% capacity, which it's no fun to go out with your friends and have to sit like way over here when you're over here.
yeah, yeah. So, can I get back to the question? When can we hear you sing?
When can you? Oh yeah. I should actually have my equipment set up next week. Um, I had a family emergency this week. I had some stuff going on and I was dealing with that. So I was going to set it up, but I was dealing with that. So I had to put that on hold.
All right, okay. Just let us know, and we would love to hear you do some singing and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's always funny how things happen.
Yeah. Do you have any videos of you singing?
Yes, I do. Yes, I have a uh, tons of videos of me live on stage, not on YouTube, but on my tribute page.
All right, okay. And for everybody who wants to know, what's your tribute page called?
My tribute page is Elvis tribute artist Aaron Smith on Facebook. You can send me a message there or on my personal page as well, Aaron Smith, and you can send me a friend request and you can PM me and I will get back to you, and hopefully we can get some shows booked and some sense of normalcy, but the safety of the fans and the musicians is top priority. So I miss being in front of you, all my fans and everybody performing, because I think right now we really need some music.
Yeah. Have you ever been on? When was the last time you've been on Elvis tribute artist?
What? Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah. When was the last time you've been on the tribute artist page?
Um, on like doing a show on my page
Yeah.
last year. Last
Last
year,
year.
I posted a bunch of videos of a performance I did here in my hometown, and then I have some videos from Memphis. But last year was the last time I posted, any live concerts, because around February of last year, because that's when they shut everything down, and it was like, oh yeah. So around February of last year was the last time that I posted any videos. Um,
All right.
well, I continue to post videos, but around February of last year was the last time I was actually like on stage doing
All right.
doing a show. I post videos all the time, but most of them aren't new because I haven't been on stage since around February of last year.
Gosh. That's, what's that been like for you then?
It's been difficult because I all my band members can't get together because we don't have like a studio. They have a studio here in Wisconsin, but you have to rent that with safety protocols. I believe you have to get like your temperature done and that stuff. So we've been talking on the phone because my bass player is a music teacher, or he works with the kids in the school on learning instruments, guitar, how to play a guitar, that sort of thing. So he misses it because, he's so used to teaching music and not only that, but really involved in the music world locally here. So it's been difficult because we can't get out and we can get together, but we can't perform. And that's what we really, I guess, are so used to doing. We interact as friends because we're friends first, but it just it doesn't lose the ambition and the joy, but like jamming out in your living room is different than being on stage in front of an audience, because you're getting that rapport, you're getting that reaction
All right.
from
Yeah.
them.
So, um, so you haven't got nothing on YouTube that people can watch yet?
No, I had a friend tell me I should start a YouTube page because I started my tribute artist page on Facebook, and I've looked into that, but I haven't gotten you know everything figured out to upload content but I plan on doing that in the future. I know a lot of the other tribute artists are doing that, um but I think you have to reach like a certain amount of viewers to like keep your page or something. I don't know, but I've been looking into that.
Right. And so how long have you been a tribute artist then?
I have been a tribute artist professionally for about 4 or 5 years. My love for Elvis, I think it's, as an Elvis fan, it's just like, a food you like. You either really, really like it or you don't like it. And so I've been a tribute artist for 4 years, and it just sort of spiraled. I mean, I didn't know that there was this love for Elvis worldwide, I guess, from there, that there were other tribute artists. So 4 years, and I didn't think obviously this is what the entertainment world would be like in 2021, but I'm hoping we can bounce back from this. I really am.
Right. Um, some people's asking me, can you do the famous Elvis lip pearl.
I can do it. I can't hold it, but I can do it, baby.
There you go. That would be enough people. Okay.
That's the one thing I have a hard time doing because with it's hard to hold it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it like that.
I want to talk about mental health because I've been working on it at the moment about mental health. Because at the moment we live in a certain world and we're just talking. I've been talking to people about it. What do you, as a tribute artist, what do you think about what's happening about mental health these days?
With what? Sorry, my audio cut out for a sec.
Yeah, about mental health. What do you think about it?
What do I think about what was it?
Men-
What Elvis?
no, mental health.
Mental health. Sorry, my audio sucks. I think right now that mental health is an important thing we need to be focusing on because I think that you know keeping keeping your mental health, whether it's you or anybody who's dealing with depression, I think it's extremely important to focus on not only our mental health but also checking on our friends. you
Oh,
know
okay.
I think it's hard because even myself, I feel at times lonely, but at the same time I know I'm not the only one going through it. um I have a counselor, and some people are ashamed to say it. I'm not, because my thing is like, you need someone to open up to. You can't just keep it in. And especially right now, it's so hard because, we're all in a little bubble right now. We're all kind of locked in our apartments and whatnot. And
Do you do
I,
you
I
suffer?
think it's hard.
Do you suffer with autism?
Yep, I do. I suffer from I am on the spectrum. I'm high functioning.
Right.
So I'm able to do like daily tasks and function. It's not to where I can't um function on a day-to-day life with life skills. I from time to time I need a little help, but um I'd say mental health for people with disabilities and people with no underlying conditions, that is big because some people, it's like they don't really have anybody except maybe a caregiver or somebody who's coming in to work with them, so they don't get that social piece. And I think right now that's more important than ever, is especially to get some sort of a social piece, because we're all we're watching our movies, we're watching YouTube, we're gaming, we're doing whatever, but you can only do so much of that because humans need human contact, I feel like. you know
Yeah, yeah. Did you know the suicidal rates in the world are going up because of what's been
I
going
did
on?
not.
Yeah. Suicidal rates have gone up to around about 60% in the world because of
60.
60, yes, because of the COVID.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that doesn't help that people are being isolated by themselves.
Well, yeah. So if you're in isolation, what are you kind of like doing while you're in isolation?
To keep my mind busy, I've been playing video games. I draw a little bit here and there. Work doing like fitness stuff here and there just to like tire myself out so I can sleep, because I'm such a people person that that I'm not releasing that energy from being around people and being on stage and being social, that I'm having to burn it off in other ways. And the gym isn't really safe right now, so I've been working out in my living room, or trying to take up cooking, a hobby. But with Wisconsin and the snow and the cold, normally I would go for a walk or something, but it's just so cold. It's like, okay, I guess I hope I don't wake my downstairs neighbors up, because, I'm going to work out in the living room because I have to, I take a sleeping pill and that helps. But at the same time, sometimes I just can't shut my mind down. So that, that keeps me awake at night. And, you get up in your thoughts, and your thoughts keep you awake because you're thinking like, what if, or when, or what's the future going to be like, or like, is it going to, So the gears in my head keep turning. And I think that's the struggle with the autism part though, because, the fear of the unknown and the having to have a plan, so to speak.
Right. Okay. What else is it I was going to ask you about? Tell me the story of the Elvis famous TC, TCB ring.
Yeah, the TCB ring, which I think is a staple for an ETA anybody in the Elvis world, because he had the necklaces and he had the rings. Now, I heard two stories about the ring. I heard that the jeweler did the TCB ring first, and the first one he gave to Elvis during, I want to say it was the Aloha special, and there's been a lot of talk in the Elvis world because I think it's like the anniversary, or yesterday was the anniversary of the Aloha from Hawaii special. But the first one was big, but it was gold, and he didn't like it, so he gave it to J.D. Sumner of the Stamps Quartet, and he went to the jeweler. And he said, "I didn't like this one. I want something with more pop, because this one was just like a gold, I guess, gold nugget type ring texture with the diamond and said TCB, but there was not much contrast." So his jeweler, the one that we know with the black onyx and the diamond, that huge diamond on that top and the word TCB, that's the one that he ended up getting that he liked. They brought it to the house, they showed it to him, and they said, here's another version of that. But instead of just being, the gold with the lightning bolts on the side, this one had gold and diamonds in the lightning, the lightning bolts, as well as that huge diamond on the top. And again, it's Elvis, diamonds in the lettering TCB, with the black onyx, which contrasted really well on stage. And I heard rumors that when he was engaged to Ginger, that lady that he was with at the end there, that he took the diamond out of that ring and gave it to her. Now, I don't know how that would work, because when I went to Memphis, the museum, the ring itself is still there and the diamond's still there. So I don't know if he took it out. I heard he took it out and he put it in her ring. Now, maybe that could have happened, but I don't, in my opinion, think that could have happened, because looking at the ring, I'm not a jeweler, so I don't know, but it doesn't look like anything was removed, unless maybe they put it back. I don't know, because he wasn't buried with that ring.
Unless they took it off.
I mean, that's a good point, because there was a thing that Ginger had that diamond, and I'm like, but the last time I saw, when you see like Elvis in concert, the later years, he has that ring on. He introduces her, but so unless maybe he had another diamond put in that ring, there's a possibility there. But yeah, the ring itself is huge.
Yeah, no, yeah. Let me get something up. Let me get people listen to you. Hang on a sec.
Well,
No, that would be that's one of my favorite songs to do. That is probably my go-to song. Elvis opened with that song, and on stage with the group up there, man, it's interesting because people say, you look like you're the youngest person on stage. Well, I am, but I like people who are experienced. So,
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that because when I was watching that, it seemed that you were the youngest person on that stage. Um,
I was,
yeah. What do you
was.
think? Yeah. What do you think about that then?
I like being on stage with other, I guess, people who have been experienced in the music world and people who are talented. I don't mind being, older when it comes to being on stage because I look at it as it's less work for me because they know what they're talking about, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh,
the hardest thing was getting the courage to be like, okay, like I want to form, I want to be an ETA, but I also wanted to be an ETA that had real music instead of just a karaoke machine. That was always my goal. Was I wanted to do it right.
mm. Yeah. See, the trouble is, I see with some ETAs, so the trouble is, they do a really good job, ETAs. Elvis ETA did a good job. Only problem I find with ETAs is sometimes they don't really mean what they're singing.
Oh, like they're just doing it for the gig or for the contract or
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
okay for the money.
yeah,
Yeah, I I haven't met anyone who was like that, but I definitely um see some of the tribute artists that are, I guess, that go a long way, and then they don't really, they lose sight of the Elvis part, and they're focused on their image or what they what gig they can get at this Vegas hotel or themselves, and they lose sight of the Elvis part.
yeah. They do, don't they? Yeah, yeah. I see that you are a great big Elvis. Are you right there?
And that would be the hardest part would be, I guess, realizing that there are people out there who who do it for that reason.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see that you're a big Elvis fan.
What did you say?
Right. I see that you're a big Elvis fan.
Oh, yes, yes, I'm a huge Elvis fan. And from a young age, I will say that, I always thought all the
Your
tribute artists
music, you are
were,
talking.
did it for the right reason.
Yeah, yeah. How long have you been singing Elvis songs?
Since I was probably 3 or 4, I can't remember a time I wasn't, singing anything Elvis or anything Elvis related because I mean, I got obsessed with it. I always say that's part of the autism because I also struggle with OCD and OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. So it's like once you get obsessed with something, you stick with it. So I stuck with Elvis. I obviously, right, haven't quit at it. So
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what, Aaron, gone too quick again. Um, we, I will see you again. I will see you again some other time.
absolutely, it was really good to see you again. And I hope you all stay safe and you're doing well.
Okay, Aaron, we'll be in touch again, okay?
Take care, everybody. Thank you, Steve.
Bye
And check
bye.
out Steve's podcast, Crossroads Podcast. If you need something to listen to, if you need something to do, he's got a great program. Check it out. Steve, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
having me again.
Thank you, Aaron. Thanks. There you go. Um, I'm going to go back to my other headset. Um, and I'm sorry if the sound was a bit distorted. Don't forget, it can be sometimes, it can be, can be really bad. But anyway, I'm going to be back about 6 o'clock for my next one. In the meantime, take care. Thank you, Lance. Um, if you're, and yeah, so people don't have to spend to listen to you. Speak louder, but I do speak louder. The trouble is with some people in some different places, it's hard because it's distance and everything. So here you go. And at that particular time, he was having problems anyway, so it wasn't me. So there you go, and take care now. Thank you very much for joining. In the meantime, bye bye. See you.